They can protest in other ways. They shouldn't protest our flag or our country.
Of course, it's far more than just personal for President Trump. It's also political. In fact, he's made no secret of his disdain for athletes who use the anthem to protest. Recently tweeted that it's a sign of great personal for President Trump. It's also political. Goodbye, NFL. I'm flawed. Athletes who use the anthem to protest. Recently tweeted that it's a sign of great personal for President Trump. It's also political. Goodbye, NFL. I'm flawed. Athletes who use the anthem to protest. Recently tweeted that it's a sign of great personal for President Trump. It's also political. Goodbye, NFL. I'm flawed. Athletes who use the anthem to protest. Tweet that it's a sign of great personal for President Trump. It's also political.
Crowd at Arrowhead Stadium, Brett, we're told that capacity will be roughly around 22%, right?
I'm watching, Kevin, thanks. Let's take a closer look at the journalist's issues surrounding the Woodward book and what the president talked about today, criticizing the author's decision to sit on some of the revelations until he was ready to publish. Revelations about what the president said. Here is Fox News media analyst and host of Fox's Media Buzz, Howard Kurtz.
Bob Woodward became famous relying on the Watergate source Deep Throat, but the key source in his new book, Rage, is on the record and on tape, which is why yesterday's excerpt sparked a media furor.
You went through a pivot on this to, oh my God, the gravity is almost inexplicable and unexplainable.
Much of the media is flatly accusing the president of lying about the severity of the coronavirus that he confided to Woodward in early February. Other pundits are backing the president's account that he was trying to avoid a panic.
It is a dereliction of duty recorded as no other presidential dereliction of duty has been, even more so than the Nixon tape.
You would think that these so-called journalists in the media might have realized that the president wouldn't talk on the record with Bob Woodward about something he was trying to hide.
The media accusation dominated today's briefing.
Why did you lie to the American people, and why should we trust what you have to say now?
That's a terrible question, and the phraseology, you lie. The way you phrase that is such a disgrace. It's a disgrace to ABC television network.
The president tweeted today that if Woodward thought their conversations were so bad or dangerous, why didn't he immediately report them in an effort to save lives? The Washington Post reporter told his paper he needed time to verify Trump's account and put it in context. A Times review calls the portrait of Trump immediately recognizable to anyone paying even the minimal amount of attention. Trump refused to cooperate with Woodward's last book, but this time he was calling the author at night for some of their 18 interviews. The book quoting him as telling his wife, Melania, it'll probably be atrocious, but that's okay. The president has been hit with a series of hostile books by his convicted lawyer Michael Cohen, ex-aide John Bolton. Is the book, as the president charges, a political hit job? The last sentence breaks with Woodward's usual just the facts approach, declaring that Trump is the wrong man for the job, but it's also packed with lengthy presidential quotes so readers can make up their own mind. Brett?
Howard, thanks. Long-awaited peace talks between the Taliban and the Afghan government began Saturday in Qatar. The terrorist group and Qatar's foreign ministry made that announcement today. The talks were laid out in a peace deal brokered by the U.S. The Secretary of State is heading there, and he'll be there on hand. Up next, two politicians undefeated in their home state of Colorado slug it out for the Senate seat.
My husband was kidnapped in Cairo. This is terrorism. I came here to plead for his life. We're getting out of here.
It's time for the biggest sale of the year on a Sleep Number 360 smart bed. Can it help with snoring?
I've never heard snoring.
Exactly. No problem. And done. Save 50% on the Sleep Number 360 limited edition smart bed, plus 0% interest for 24 months. Ends Monday.
My mom was the most amazing person in my life, and she really showed me what it meant to love someone unconditionally.
I would definitely say my mom as a hero.
I love and miss my mom very much. The worst day of my life was the day that my mother was murdered on July 5th, 2017. That same night in the hospital when my brother and sister asked me who was going to take care of them after I had to break the horrible tragedy of our mother had been murdered. I said, I will take care of you.
I am Frank Silver, chairman of the Tunnel to Towers Foundation. This is our